Have you been watching this shit on the Puffy trial, bro?
Oh, yo, how does now? Hold on, before we go any further, how can Cassie's husband sit there, Brown?
And listen to all this freak shit. All the bro, she a freak.
Meanwhile, she probably only doing missionary with him,
Bro.
It's a joke. You know what?
Bro.
We're not joking of what happened to her. It is crazy how for a husband that has kids with a woman to sit in a courtroom to listen to all that.
That shit deep, huh?
Deep.
And then you know what's crazy? They said that he pretty much hired this dude to come over and to pretty much smash her.
Yeah,
While he sat in the corner and
one girl
did the guacamole.
One girl described it as a private part as a Tootsie Roll, some shit like that.
Tootsie Roll, Diablo, Papi.
Papa, that's why you're so angry. I was reading the comments. I'm always reading the comments. It was like, damn, why is this motherfucker so angry?
Hey, Pa, all that money, you should have got a motherfucking transplant. Go get a transplant.
Come on, bro. You know one of the Miami doctors, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Fix that, bro.
Stuff it.
Yo, like, think about it. I was talking about this with my mans, right? And we were like, with all the money in the world, why are you so angry? Why are you abusing this woman? And it has to be trauma, bro. That's mental illness. And it's crazy that we're talking about this because this is National Mental Illness Awareness Month.
Yeah, man.
And that's what his problem is, man. That's
major, man.
This is deeper than just him having a fetish.
This is mental, awareness,
health awareness month.
It's very, very important for people to be aware of their mental health.
Absolutely,
shit is crazy, bro.
Because look, Brown, we were just laughing and we respect Cassie and what she went through was sad. You know, we bugging out, laughing, having a good time. But when we talk the reality of things, when you look at P. Diddy, he has some real psychological problems. He is sick mentally.
Can clearly see that.
Sick mentally, bro. When you listen to what's going on in this trial, I'm sorry. I can't tolerate it. This is stupid, bro.
Do you think this shit is real, though? Like, you don't think they, like, exaggerating stories? You think this is some real shit?
No, this is real, bro. He's been, dog, it's just too much. If it was 1, 2, or 3 little things, this guy's been doing this for
Damn.
bro. It's obvious. Now, the question is this. Does his fetish mean he deserves jail time? Or is this something that you're judging him because he's a little kinky? And I think that's why going to court matters, because you have to prove, each side has to prove that he's committing a crime, and the other side is trying to prove, listen, he's just a kinky guy. He likes to get freaky, the freak offs, that's what they call them. And so that's where they're battling, man. But to me, it's mental health. He has problems.
On some real shit, I don't think you should go to jail for being a freak.
Nah, not at all. I mean, everybody be in jail.
Hugh Hefner should have been in jail. My man has 16-year-olds in his fucking Playboy mansion.
Man.
You feel me? So he should have been in jail too. But you shouldn't go to jail for being a freak.
But recording people,
keep that shit on a low.
right. But recording people and drugging them, that's the problem.
Now that you should go to jail.
Yeah,
for.
that's the problem.
You shouldn't be doing the Bill Cosby.
Yeah,
you see what happened to his ass.
You know what? And I'm gonna tell this to a lot of the guys, fellas. Look, even if it's consensual sex, and y'all in the middle of getting it in, and that girl says, I don't want to do it anymore, you have to stop.
You have to, Pop.
You have to stop.
After that,
I'm going to tell you another one, too. I'm going to tell you.
It's weird if you continue.
And let me tell you another one. I don't know if you know this, and maybe you do. If you smashing a joint, let's say you smashing from the back, and you back out, pull out the condom and go in, that's considered rape.
Papa,
great.
But why would you do some shit like that? Why would you do something like that anyway?
A lot of dudes don't know that. You have to have consent.
Wow. No, that's dirty.
That's dirty, Paul. You can't do that. So there's a lot of rules that guys, they think that they could get away with. You cannot get away with. And this is the other thing. Look, even if you're sitting with a girl and you having fun drinking, popping pills, and she is passed out, you just can't jump on her.
No,
bro.
you can't do that.
You can't do that.
Why would you want to do that anyway?
Because guys do it. I don't understand. Why wouldn't you want her to be involved and want? It's no feeling like her wanting you as much as you want her,
bro. Even like looking at you,
talking to you.
That's fucking weird. That's like fucking a log.
Dead.
fucking corpse. Like, why would you do that, bro?
That's a weird fetish.
Shit,
that's a weird fetish, bro. Yeah. So there's so many rules, and I don't think a lot of the fellas understand. And then somebody like him with that much power and money, he's been getting away with it for so long, and he just needs help, man. He actually needs help, and maybe he'll get the help if he's locked up. I don't know. I really don't know what the answer is, and the law will prevail.
Oh no, it's gonna go down, bro.
It's gonna go down.
And I don't know. I don't think he's gonna get hit with all that we think.
Well, they're saying sex trafficking, because now this is the crazy part. They're saying that sex trafficking is you flying somebody out. Now,
damn, for real?
I mean, I'm confused. I don't know if that's true.
Extra, bro.
That's extra, bro. Because you know how many girls get flown out
all the time. So it's like, bro, if you meet, let's say for instance,
hypothetically,
I'm on Instagram right now, right? John's in Puerto Rico.
She says, I want to come to Philly.
She want to come to Philly.
You paid a ticket.
So if I pay
Spirit, what you going to? You going to spend a Spirit, John?
Frontier.
No, don't bring no bags either.
So you telling me that if I were to fly her out, that's sex trafficking?
That's where I'm confused. I can't be. Yeah, that's real sketchy. That's sketchy. Because I'm confused. I heard that and I'm saying to myself, that can't be real. Now, I'm wondering if it's like something about, all right, he paid her. You know what I'm saying? Did he pay her?
Okay.
Because if he paid her, then that could be another reason.
But who knows that he paid her?
I don't know.
That's something that, you know.
That's funny. Nobody knows if he paid her, but now everything's coming out, right, Brown? The story's out there. You know, the people, the jury is gonna make a decision. That's the thing about the law, brother. Yeah. It's about the jury. The 12 that's over there, wherever side they sway, that's where you go, bro. That's where you go. Right. But now that we're talking about mental illness and it's Mental Health Awareness Month, Brown, I want to bring up this. This is an online group sharing format that if you do have an issue and you're going through something and you don't have someone to talk to, you could go to NAMI. It's called NAMI, N-A-M-I, National Alliance of Mental Illness.
Okay.
And what it is, let's say you're going through something and you don't have someone to talk to. You could go online to NAMI and you can share with a group and y'all talk, they give you advice, and everybody in that group is going through the same thing you're going through. Let me just give you a little lowdown on it. So you make a video, right? You go online, you make a video, short video, 30 to 90 seconds, filmed vertically, directly to the camera, warm, bright lighting, long form, 3 to 5 minutes, filmed in landscape mode. Warm, bright lighting, right? Audio recording, aim for 15 to 45 seconds.
Okay.
So it's just 45 seconds. Listen, I'm going through it, not feeling good. You know, my dog died, whatever the case may be. Speak clearly and enunciate. And if you like, you may share a photo and be used alongside with the audio. Written story. So length, how long should it be? Social media post 1 to 2 sentences. Blog length, contact 300 to 1,000 words. And if you like, you may share a photo alongside your story. It's pretty decent. NAMI, check it out, guys. If you're ever going through something and there's something on your mind and you can't reach out to one of your friends or your brother, go online, man. You can make a video, and there's a community out there that will sit and have a conversation.
And it's a private thing. Like,
it's private, man.
And it's dope because what they want you to do the video so they could kind of have an understanding of what it is. Because a lot of people could look at you and they can tell like how mental you are.
Yeah.
Just by you saying some words and talking to them.
And also there's somebody that can relate to you. Yeah. So let's say you're going through A, B, and C, and there's somebody in Arkansas going through the same thing, and they say, you know what? Yo, bro, this is how I got over it. I ran, or I swam, or I read books, or there's something that could trigger you, but there's something that could bring you back. Yeah. And you just need someone to say, look, this is how I got over it. Dog, I'm telling you, man, talking to people sometimes is the best.
Great information.
Yeah, it's great. So NAMI, okay? NAMI.com, Philadelphia. Check it out. It's a decent website. If you got mental, you're going through a mental day. The month of May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So let's get it right. You feel me?
You already know, bro. Let me ask you this question, bro.
Talk to me, Killer.
We be talking all kind of crazy shit on here. And I like to do this kind of stuff because we keep the fans entertained.
Yes,
right?
sir.
So, of course, we're always going to talk random things, right?
Right.
But my question to you is, can you wear two different brands? Like, can you wear, like, Nike with Adidas sneakers? Like, do you think there's something wrong with that?
No, yeah, that's super wrong. That's a violation. That's a violation, bro. Especially when it comes to them brands, to the Nike, and Adidas. To me, it just looks tacky. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's the right word, but it does look tacky.
It does.
Now, it does to me. Now, let's say you're wearing like Alexander McQueen sneakers and then you got a Balenciaga shirt. It's not too bad. But
I mean, you know, sneakers.
Yeah,
but you can't do it with the sports.
yeah,
shit.
with the sporty brands, I don't think you should. And you know what's funny? Sometimes I go to the gym and I used to have these Under Armour pants. I don't have them anymore. And I would have the Under Armour pants and I would have the Nikes. But nobody would look at me
that's
weird.
different.
Yeah.
Under Armour is like, it's different. It's not like a sneaker brand. They do have Under Armour sneakers, but it isn't like a major thing.
Yeah. So to answer your question, no. If it's Nike, if you're gonna wear Nike, wear the whole Nike. Wear all Nikes. You know what I'm saying? Just make it thorough, bro. You know what I'm saying? Make it thorough.
At what age do you think a guy should stop
great question. I'm
dressing
glad
like a young boy?
Like a young boy.
Like a young boy. And I'm only saying that because, you know, the other day I went to my mom crib and she said, ¿Tú te crees que tú todavía
¿Qué
un
te pasa a ti?
chamaquito?
¿Qué tú crees que tú eres? ¿Tú te gobiernas?
I'm like, Mom. I said, Mom, am I supposed to look like an old man?
Right.
Like, what the fuck?
This is a great question because I was having this conversation once with my boy. All he wears is Jordans. Now he's like in his 50s, thorough head. And I said, let me ask you a question. You think you'll ever stop wearing Jordans? He said, nah. I don't care what anybody says. He said, he kept it real.
It make him feel good.
Make him feel good. He said, I could be 90 years old, bro, and I'm always wearing Jordans. And to me, I look at it from this standpoint. If you can match that energy and you can wear young boy shit,
yeah.
It's like, I'll give you a perfect example, Jim Jones. Jim Jones does it right.
Yeah, absolutely.
You might not like his rapping. You might say he's whack. A man at 50 years old, he knows how to do it. Yeah. And so that's my point. It's like,
and he in the gym.
And he in the gym. You know what I'm saying? So can you pull it off? That's the question. Yeah. If you can pull it off, man, dress how you like, bro.
Of course, man.
And look, there's always the occasion, right? If there's a wedding, you ain't gonna dress like a young boy. You're gonna throw the shit, right? If it's a bar mitzvah, right? So, you know, your daughter's graduation. So a lot of times there's gonna be a time for you to dress like a grown-ass man, and there's times you can dress like a young boy. You just have to have the right energy and match that style. Yeah. You can't be a cornball and try too hard to act like you're a young boy, because you can't act like a young boy. If you're old head, you're old head.
You gotta leave it to the young boys.
Leave it to the young boys, man.
Call them today?
Yeah, YNs.
Yeah, shout out to the YNs.
It's the YNs, man. It's the YNs. Yo, did you hear that Weezy kicked this girl out the crib?
Yeah, that's crazy. But that was his baby mom, right?
No, I know.
They saying that was his baby mom.
No, I don't think that was his baby mom. No, they just got together not too long ago. They haven't been together too long.
They have no kids.
No, I don't think they have any kids.
She was showing a girl in the background.
That was a big girl too. That was like
that's
a teenager.
That's what I'm saying. Why would you do that?
No, I don't think he would have did that if that was his child. I don't think that's. And if I'm wrong, I stand corrected. But this is what I want to say. Let me ask you a question, because this is a good topic, and I'm gonna flip it, right? So, do you think it's a smart idea for a young man? Okay. Old heads, you should know this already. I'm talking young, under 25, under 30,
under 25,
under that range. Do you think it's smart for a young man to move into a girl's house, not his house, her house?
I mean, at that age, you got to be careful. It's different when you're a little older. You know, women actually change when they get older.
Yeah, but when you're older, you got your own spot.
Yeah, by that time, you should have your own spot, especially if you're a single man.
Absolutely.
You should have your own
So you don't advise it?
Not at that age. Well, that's different.
And I think a lot of guys do it, and a lot of times we think, well, she's cool, you know, she's different. I mean, she's a unicorn, and they do it, not realizing that when shit hits the fan, bro, you got to go.
You know, honestly, what it is just depending on who the person is, depending on who the guy is.
Yeah.
He might run into this John and be like, yo, she bad as a mother. I gotta be around her every day. And then she hit you with the move-in. She got a nice little apartment. It smell good. She cook.
Yeah. So, but it does happen, and I'm not saying that it would stop happening. I'm advising you not to do it. I'm gonna say it right here, right now, fellas. Do not move in with her. Get your own place. I don't care, Brown, if it's it could be a mattress on the ground, on the floor, right? With your little ass TV, a little nevera, and your little PlayStation, tranquilito. Because, fellas, the reason why I tell you this is because when shit hits the fan, you're going to have to go. Yeah. And the worst feeling is to knock on the door, Mom.
Oh, my God.
Let me crash.
On the couch.
Oh, my God, bro. That's the worst feeling, Brown.
And then she come down the steps and throw you the pillow in a frisa.
No.
Puéstate ahí.
Mira, cabrón, I got to work in the morning.
Olvídate de ella.
That's the worst.
Tú vas a estar bien.
Tú vas a estar bien. Yo, that's the worst. Now, look. Let's get real here. Now, so, hypothetically speaking, you meet a good girl, supposedly. You want to live with her. Your best bet is to get a lease with both of your names on it. That's your best bet. Best case scenario, if you have to live with her, make her move in with you. So when shit hits the fan, you could just take a walk, but you can always come back home.
Yeah.
Never give her the leverage to say, fuck out of here. And then as you leave, your clothes is out the window. Or what you said, remember that time you said, bleach your clothes.
Clothes out the window, they bleach them.
But that's ever happened? No.
They save them and give them to the new boyfriend.
Oh, my.
You know what's funny? I seen this one joint, this dude put out a video and he was talking shit because he said, it didn't bother me that you left me, but you let this motherfucker wear my chocolate.
Yeah, you did tell me that. Yeah,
yo, I was cracking.
Yo, you know what this old head told me once? I was at the DMV once, and you know when you're in the DMV, you're waiting. So me and his old head, cool old black boy, cool as hell. We was chopping up, we was laughing, bugging out, and then he says to me, "Yeah, I just left this bitch house, and I should have known better after all these years." Right? And I'm cracking up, and I'm like, "Damn, how old are you, man?" I think dude's like 57. He said, "I should know better," and he said, "You know what I noticed, bro?" He had me dying. He said, I left my stereo system and my TV. And the sofa she had was from one of her ex. The bedroom was from another ex.
No.
When he realized it, she had so many pieces of her house was fully furnished from all of the ex.
So a bunch of other motherfuckers put her house
Right. So every time you leave, because you know how we are, right? Most guys, when you leave, you're like, you know what? Take it.
Yeah, of course.
A divorce, I'll start all over again. I don't give a fuck. I want my peace. But guess what? She's like, all right. Now guess what? Now she got the dining room set, the living room set, the sofas. The sofas.
What if she was interviewing these motherfuckers like, so by the way, what kind of shit you got?
What kind of shit you
gonna bring over?
What kind of TV is that? Is that a Sony?
I got a 70-inch. I got a PS5.
I got a PS5.
You know what I mean? I got some Don Julio. She bringing shit like that over.
Right.
So, yeah,
but think about it. So if let's say you meet a woman that she's 40 and you go into her home and her house is decked out. That one is from Hakeem, the other one's from Gary. Every little piece in the house. Now, of course, she bought a few little things, but every guy she kicked out, you know, a lot of guys left their shit, bro.
That's crazy.
And try to go back to that house and get your stuff, bro.
You ain't doing that.
You're gonna have to bring an army. She gonna call Popo. You getting locked up. Listen, that's the point I'm trying to make. That you gotta have leverage.
Yeah.
Look, in life, fellas, life is about leverage. Whether you're sitting with lawyers, you're contract negotiations, you're trying to buy a house, somebody in that meeting has leverage. When you're sitting in a divorce hearing, whatever the case may be, criminal court case, whoever has the leverage wins. Now, when you live in her home, she has the leverage. Always remember that.
All day, bro.
All day.